Hi everyone. Today we are going to go over a few commonly confused words that you will be tested on the ACT test. Now, first up is it and its. So IT apostrophe S stands for it is. It is a contraction. So you can see that example on the bottom. I love Mexican food. It's my favorite type of cuisine. Here we are combining two words, it and it is. Now the other type of it is the possessive form of it. So if you're using the word it and you want to show ownership of some sort, you are just going to add an S to the end. Do not add an apostrophe. So again, we have another example. The dog loves to chew on its bone after playing fetch. Now, our next group of words are there, and there. So let's look at the top there first. This there, where we have T-H-E-R-E, indicates a place or direction. So go over there, or my phone is over there on the table. The next there, which is T-H-E-I-R, is going to be the possessive form of they. So if you are using the word they and want to show ownership, you are going to use this form. And an example of that would be rap music is their favorite type of music. Next we have there, that is a contraction of they and are. So for instance, you'd use this form when you are saying something like, they're going to go to the baseball game today after school. Now we also have our thens. So the first then indicates time, and this is T-H-E-N. I went to school, then I went to baseball practice. The other then is actually going to be pronounced than. And this has an A in it instead of an E. This is the word that we use for comparisons. So for instance, we might say, I would much rather have pizza than calzones. So E equals time, A equals comparison. Make sure not to mix those up. You will be tested on those on the ACT. Next we have our twos. So TO indicates movement toward something, or to describe spatial relationships. TOO means there's an excessive amount of something. It can also be used interchangeably for also. And then TWO is a numerical value. It is simply more than 1 or less than 3. So some examples. I want to go to the basketball game. That two that I just used in that sentence will be our top two. The next two, TOO, would be something like, you gave me way too much ice cream. In this case, I'm talking about an excessive amount, so it's TOO. And then finally, if I said, I want 2 hot dogs, that would be our bottom two. Now lastly, might of, should of, would of, could of, those words do not exist. Do not use them. Those are improper conjugations. What you want to say is might have, should have, would have, etc., etc. So again, might of, should of, would of, those don't exist. Replace them with might have, should have, would have, etc. A question regarding these words will show up on the ACT, so make sure that you don't fall for their would of, should of, might of. Always replace those to have instead of. And then finally, to cap us off, we have Ross Geller of Friends. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. But remember that Y-O-U apostrophe R-E means you are. Y-O-U-R means you're. And that's it for today.